Hey YouTube, man, I got a confirmation of a confirmation that stunned me yesterday, and I was not expecting it. So stay tuned for that. I just want to say welcome to my new subscribers. I cover this kind of thing, but I'm also super interested in end time prophecy, so hang out for that sort of thing too. So that last picture that you saw was from a video that I did just recently about receiving confirmations from the Lord. And this verse comes to mind on that because that cross was directly across from where I parked, and I didn't know it was there until I was about to start recording. So Psalm 37:29, the steps of a good man are ordered by the Lord, and he delights in his way. Though he falls, he shall not be utterly cast down, for the Lord upholds him with his hand. I have been young, and now I'm old, yet I have not seen the righteous forsaken, nor his seed begging bread. Yesterday, this man's Rapture confirmation video was recommended in my feed, and he only had 300 views at the time when I found the video, and he doesn't turn the comments on in his video, so I couldn't contact him about this. I haven't heard back from him about it, so I'm just gonna share his video and hope it encourages him. I'm not doing this in any sort of criticism, but I am going to chop his video up a little bit just for brevity. Sorry, Mark.
Hi, Amber. This is Mark. I am living in Dallas, Texas. It is September 2nd, 2025. Just wanted to relate a supernatural experience I had with God recently concerning the rapture. I'll get right into my story now. So, as you know, there's lots of videos on the internet today with people claiming that they've heard from the Lord that the rapture is going to happen on September 23rd, 24th of this year during the Feast of Trumpets. And a lot of people have gotten personal confirmation from God about these dates. And so I asked God on Saturday night, August 30th, 2025, while I was praying to him, if he could please give me personal confirmation that Jesus was indeed returning on September 23rd, 24th this year. And so, while I did not get a dream that night, when I woke up the next morning at 7 a.m., I took a shower, shaved and got dressed, get ready for church. And then what I usually do is my routine is to turn on the TV and watch my daily faith video. It's about a 15-minute faith video that helps give me direction for the day with the Lord. And as I was getting ready to, as I had finished watching that video, I was getting ready to turn the TV off. And then another video popped up on my screen right away from the Dappy Keys YouTube video channel, which is a YouTube channel that I watch when I want to meditate with God. And it's basically a channel that provides soothing piano music in the background. And then on the TV screen, there's pictures of calm nature scenes with Bible verses laid over it. And every 2 or 3 minutes, a new Bible verse will appear. So that channel came right up, and on the channel was the verse Mark 9:23. As I said, my name is Mark, and I was asking for confirmation for the rapture happening on the 23rd. Can you get any more specific than that? So he gave me the exact name, my name, and the verse 9:23. So I'll read that to you now. And it says, Jesus said unto him, if thou can believe, all things are possible to him that believes. And I was just blown away by that confirmation. And I was like, very happy. So turn the TV off.
Now, I put the timeline of Mark's video on the bottom for a reason. He said that on the 2nd he was recording that video. The upload date is the 4th, Thursday. He said that he prayed on August 30th. Now, on Sunday, he got his Mark 23 confirmation. Now, what Mark in the video doesn't know is that that Sunday, I felt like putting Mark 9:23, that verse alone, on my Facebook, time-stamped. You can go look at it yourself. And I thought, I should put this up. Maybe it's a confirmation for somebody. And look at that. That blew my mind. When I did the time breakdown on what he said, whoo boy. So, Mark, let's bring it home.
Today's the 2nd. The 23rd is in 3 weeks. So we fly soon. I hope everyone prays and has a close personal relationship with God and confesses their sins so that they can be considered worthy of being raptured on that date. And look forward to seeing you on the other side. Take care. God bless.
Well, God bless you, Mark. I just wanted to put a little sprinkle on it. I appreciate your video. Now, just for a little funsies here, I wanted to show you, somebody told me to look up the gematria for 923. Now, I'm no gematria expert, but I thought this was interesting regardless. Feast of Trumpets, 923. Rapture of a Christian, 923. My Pale Horse of Death, 923. You know, we're looking for the rapture, but sometimes we forget that the sudden destruction comes with it. So keep praying for your family. Now, while I got you on here, I had this confirmation early in the day. And I've had experiences throughout the week where I'll go to church, or I'll talk to church people, or I'll talk to people that call themselves Christian. And I feel like talking about this rapture, or talking about this, Joshua testimony, or the possibility that this thing is at the end of the month, people don't want to hear it. You know, I dare you to stand up in your church and say, the rapture's on Feast of Trumpets. You'll get shouted down, booed. You'll get a talking to from security or the elders. They just ain't having it. So most of the world out here is not watching, doesn't want nothing to do with it, and it just blows my mind.
I believe the rapture and sudden destruction happens in September. Blah, 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 blah.
Now, YouTube, some of y'all may think that I'm nuttier than squirrel crap, but while I was editing this video, I went outside, take a little chill, and a feather landed on me. That has never happened to me, ever. So, take what you want from that. Maybe you can, angels, I don't know, dove. Now, I was having a dream last night, and I made the mistake of not writing it down, but I do remember this part. I better move. I was dreaming about the word jewels, and I knew it was from this verse. This is Malachi 3:15. Then they that feared the Lord spake often one to another, and the Lord hearkened and heard it. And a book of remembrance was written before him for them that feared the Lord and that thought upon his name. And they shall be mine, says the Lord, in that day when I make up my jewels, and I will spare them as a man spares his own son that serves him. Then shall you return and discern the righteous and the wicked, between him that serves God and him that serves him not. Now, I remember specifically the word jewels from that dream. This is Isaiah 61:11. And their seed shall be known among the Gentiles, and their offspring among the people. All that see them shall acknowledge them, and that they are the seed which the Lord has blessed. I will greatly rejoice in the Lord. My soul shall be joyful in my God, for he has clothed me with the garments of salvation. He has covered me with the robe of righteousness, as a bridegroom decks himself with ornaments, and as a bride adorneth herself with jewels. That's the only word that I remember specifically highlighted from that dream. Now listen, I'm like a lot of you. I get hit with doubts about this stuff. I have people that come against me, and specifically I've had somebody I've known for a long time that's been busting my chops about this hard. But you go in the comments on these videos, and people are already priming the pump on the doubt. What are you going to do when this doesn't happen? Right? So yesterday, I was feeling a little bummed. I was feeling a little down. Like, man, everybody thinks this is crazy. Am I just out to lunch? Am I even close? Like, is this just, fabrication of my own mind? And I get home and I will finish it off with this video. This is the last thing that I saw before I went to bed, and it settled everything. So here's a little Tom Horn for you to finish it off. Little end time uppercut. Knock it out.
We probably don't have enough time for me to explain all the ways in which end times prophecy experts connect the Feast of Tabernacles and the Feast of Trumpets with the beginning of the 7-year tribulation period and the second coming of Jesus Christ. One more final thing, because we totally are not going to have time to talk about this. 150 years before the birth of Jesus Christ, the Essenes begin prophesying about the first advent of the coming of the Messiah. They said that he would come at a time when a king named Herod would be a king and he would turn evil. They said he would die in the year 32 AD, which is what scholars believe exactly happened. They said he will die not only for Jewish people, but he will be sacrificed for the Gentiles as well, and give birth to an age of grace that would extend for a period of 2,000 years. The list literally goes on and on. We're going to produce a documentary film in 2021 about all of this. But why am I bringing this all up now? Because they also prophesied this, that mankind, now this was over 2,000 years ago, these highly accurate prophets called the Essenes, who lived in Qumran, they predicted that mankind will enter its final age. Guess when? In the year 2025. So that list goes on and on, but there are a massive amount of indicators that 2025 is a pivotal year that the world needs to be paying attention to.